Dr. Wayne, I think this topic is, one of the most important. I remember as soon as I got baptized years ago, the first thing I noticed was I would get attacked like almost every night with these spirits. And I had no idea. It wasn't until this year that I figured out what was really going on. So they kind of just eat you alive from the inside out. And by that time, you're already weak. You've already gone to so much places trying to get help. You've already, tried to like improve your life, but you can only get so far when each night they're coming and like siphoning all your energy. Because when they take your seed and taking your finances, take your health, they just cause so much damage you don't even realize. And yeah, it's like you're sowing into ministries that aren't even actually helping you, so you're kind of just wasting your time, and then we end up looking for answers on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And that's the truth. We shouldn't have to go through these things that we go through. And many of us are going through these things right now. And some people believe that there is no solution. If you have once believed that your spouse attacks would be permanent, I'm here to tell you that's a lie from the pit of hell. God has called some of us and graced some of us with the authority to deal with these things. Okay? These things are in the Bible. Do you believe that I adequately pointed out where it is in the Bible? You can go back and look at this, listen to this another time, and just follow along and find everything that you thought wasn't there that is really there. Y'all hearing me tonight? Right?
Yep.
You have some people bound in masturbation and they want to be free and they can't be free because they can't defeat it simply by exerting their willpower because it's a stronghold. You have so many women that are unmarried, not realizing they're unmarried because there's a spouse that they have in the realm of the spirit. You have people whose finances are jacked up because they have spirit babies. And no one is offering them solutions. No one talks about this. No one preaches about this. Y'all understanding what I'm talking about tonight? That this level of bondage is something that does not have to exist?
Yep.
Of course, but it's a shame that it does, because all the money spent in the church worldwide, and like you said, if the divorce rate is almost as high as the marriage rate, like what are we really getting out of this? You know what I mean?
Dr. Wayne, about a year ago, everything that you talked about tonight was revealed to me. That's why it's like amazing that you're talking about it tonight. One thing about the church, to detach myself from places, because the church are ran by sororities now and fraternities. So no wonder why a lot of people are staying stuck in the things that they're dealing with, is because sin is inside of the church and growing. That's why a lot of people are giving, and not getting nowhere.
Let me help you out. The other implication that we're not even considering is that when you're part of these churches that are compromised, every time you sow, you're sowing onto a demonic altar. Okay? Every time you give to a false prophet, right? You're sowing on a demonic altar. If the spirit of perversion or Asmodeus is a spirit that is governing your church, you're sowing on a demonic altar. And the consequences is going to be portrayed or what's the proper word to use? Is going to be promoted from the altar, right? As long as you continue to sow into these areas, the spirit spouse is always going to have access to your life and you will never be able to break it. You may have ebb and flows where the attacks is not as prominent as others, but the goal of defeating the spirit spouse, number one, is to dissolve the spiritual marriage. Number two, anything that you've received from the spirit spouse, we don't understand in America that from ancient days, in order for a man to be given, a woman to be given unto a man, a dowry must be given. That still happens in the realm of the spirit. Okay? And we have to nullify Whatever altars are promoting this behavior, we have to destroy the spiritual marriage, we have to destroy the spiritual babies, and we have to establish a righteous